Welcome back to another edition to the Shy City Boys podcast. I am Carl Liza. With me, as always, is Jack Thiel. Jack, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. It is
Yeah, that's good.
end of May, or almost the end of May, kind of the middle of May.
We're getting ready for our trip to Nashville.
Part two.
Part two. Last year was a success, some would say, and this
Wait,
time,
the real question is who wouldn't say?
ah, I don't know. I don't know. But,
Doesn't
some would
know.
say it wasn't a success. Me personally, I wouldn't say that. I say it was a success. But we're going again this longer on my side. You will be there for just the weekend.
Yeah.
But it should be a good time. Should be a very good time. But how's your week going before we get into things? How's your week going? You
Busy, man.
excited?
Grinding school. We got graduation coming up less than a month now.
Oh,
Crazy.
wow.
Literally, when we come back from, after Memorial Day is like my last classes and stuff. So about 2.5 weeks of school left, and crazy.
Fantastic.
Kind of sucks because everyone else has graduated. Like their graduation has happened already, which kind of
Yeah.
sucks for me. But like,
Yeah, why is it so late?
well, we don't go back till after Labor Day,
Oh,
and other schools go back like middle August. So I
uh,
honestly would prefer going back earlier if it meant I got out earlier,
mhm.
but I didn't choose this path.
The path chose you. I completely agree, but on my side, nothing going on, just working and putting my heart and soul into this podcast. But let's move on. We caught up with each other. Let's talk some baseball. Jack, go ahead, rant about your Chicago White Sox.
Honestly, I'm not going to rant today.
Whoa.
Okay, look, the White Sox chances of doing anything this year are very slim, yes. But for the first time, there's kind of hope on the horizon. Now, the White Sox have just won two in a row against the Guardians. But why is there hope? Their
Why
next
is there hope?
their next 14 and 17 games are against division opponents. Now, we both know the AL Central is pretty bad. And the only way you're going to make the playoff, or the only way the White Sox will make the playoffs is if they win their division. The only way you win your division is by beating the teams in your division. So I think that's a lot of promise just because it's a lot of Tigers and Royals who are not good, and the Guardians who Sox being twice in a row. And guys are coming back. Yohan Moncada came back, had an RBI single thing tonight and last night. Jake Berger keeps hitting home runs. Gavin Sheets keeps hitting home runs. We like to call him Gavin Bonds. Unfortunately, Luis Roberts' home run streak was broken. He had 4 games in a row. Garrett Crochet finally is back in the major leagues. So good to see him. Guy is a beast. Liam Hendricks might be joining the team next week or this week. He is in Chicago. I think they're like discussing like kind of what the plan is for him. I know he's pitched a couple times in AAA. But yeah, I mean, look, are the White Sox really that good right now? No, they're not. I'm not trying to say they are. But I think for the first time in a while, there's some hope because you're beating division teams. And for the second night in a row, you beat a division team pretty comfortable. Like there wasn't no sweat or stress. Like you beat them, you didn't really have to tune in the end of the game to like know if they won or not. They won it pretty comfortably. So, I mean, 8 games out of first place. There's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, but if the White Sox, this is it for the White Sox, in my opinion. I guess, if they don't make some type of run in these next, 16 games, where 13 of them or 14 of them are against division opponents, then the season's over. I think that this is kind of their last gasp, in my opinion. And if they can't, they're going to probably be sellers, maybe. But if they can maybe stay in that 4, 5 games out of first place range by the end of this division game stretch, they're gonna probably put their chips all in, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, nothing to rant about really. I just feel good about them at the moment, but at the same time, there's a lot of work to do as they're very underachieving at the moment. How about the Cubbies? Or
Oh, the Cubbies, Cubbies,
last
Cubbies.
time we talked about them, you were
Uh,
very high. You were feeling
well,
good.
well, they just lost on a walk off when they were leading 5-1 or something like they're like 6-1, and they just got walked off by Houston. That means they got swept. We've lost 5 in a row. We're 19-24 on the season. We still have a positive run differential, but that doesn't really mean anything when you're losing. Uh the team's hitting. The team is hitting. Like we're they're hitting the ball. Seha fucking hit 2 home runs today. Christopher Morel is fucking boosting the team with morale right now. He hit a homer today. I think he went like 3 for 4. So it's it's tough right now because we kind of got smoked by Minnesota, and then we got smoked by Houston. Now I know they're the defending champs and everything, but still, we shouldn't be losing this bad. We got a tough stretch of games coming up. We got the Phillies, who's not playing their best ball right now, but they're still uh they still won the National League like last year. So
Yeah,
you got to keep your eyes on them. And then we have the Mets, who they're not playing their best either, but they're still they're still one of the favorites to win the National League this year. So it's a very important stretch of games coming up. Just like the Sox, the Cubs are in that same position. We just got to work on our bullpen because our starters are doing well. Most of the starters are doing well. I know Justin Steele, a Cy Young candidate, did get blown up yesterday, but every pitcher gets that. He was 6-0 before that. It's okay, but if we can if we can focus more on the bullpen, I think we can do something and be at least over 500. I'm not counting on us making the playoffs, but I'm hoping for us to, be above that 81 game mark. So
yeah.
it's
Well, I'm gonna give you. So we've been doing some segments, but this segment is just gonna be biggest headlines right now. First one that I'm gonna tell you about: the two best teams in baseball are in the same division, the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles.
I love seeing Baltimore being good, man.
But you know what's more crazier is
Huh.
that Baltimore is only 3.5 back after that historic start from Tampa.
Yeah, I see that now.
That's
But
crazy, I think.
but look at the run differential.
Yeah, but
Oh
still,
my gosh, Tampa has a plus 122.
I think that just speaks volumes, so about the Orioles, the fact that you're only 3.5 back after that historic, like
Yeah,
after what the Rays did. Like, I
it's
think that's crazy.
wild. It's wild. Like I don't even know what to say. The closest team, sorry to keep going to run differential, but the closest team is the Texas Rangers at
Uh,
plus 87.
they're they're looking good, and they just got Corey Seager back today.
The Texas Rangers are doing good. No one expected them to
I
be
think
this
some
good so
people
far.
maybe expected a
I
little
mean,
bit.
with the fucking $1 billion infield they have,
And
but
you want to know the most surprising, in my opinion?
huh.
The best team in the National League is the LA Dodgers. The
Yeah,
Dodgers,
I expected them to take a step back.
a team, I mean, everybody that no one really thought they would be where they are right now.
Yeah. I mean, they still have two of the 15 best players. Freddie Freeman, what, top 15? Top,
Yeah.
but
And you have Padres who are 20 and 24 and
they,
just lost to the Royals.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. That's got to be the manager's fault at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Cardinals, though, 6.5 back. They're hanging in there.
yeah, they're coming back a little bit. Uh, Atlanta still got a pretty good hold on the East
Yeah,
right now over Miami, who's they're in second place, but they're only a game above 500.
I think the Phillies will make their way up.
Sorry, I'm just very interested on the run differentials, but Miami's second place in the East in the National League, 22 and 21, negative 54 run differential. That's the worst. That hold on, that is probably fifth or fourth or fifth worst in the league, and
Hmm.
they're in second place in their
Yeah.
division. That's wild. So that means they're getting blown out when they lose, and they're winning close games. That's crazy.
Over 500. I mean,
Yeah. Let's move on to the segment of most shocking and most surprised, or
disappointment, you mean?
disappointments and most shocking.
I mean,
Let's start low so we can end on a high. So,
I don't know how you can't point to the San Diego Padres right now. I
oh
mean,
my god, yeah.
but I know Manny Machado's a little hurt, but with Fernando Tatis back, I don't know what this team's waiting for. I mean, you're losing games to the Kansas City Royals. That's definitely a low because this division seemed wide open for them. No one expected the Diamondbacks to be doing what they're doing right now. Zach Gallen's really carrying them, and
Did you see the ESPN
he hit a bird.
notification
He
today?
hit a
He
bird.
hit a bird.
You can't be a Diamondback ace without hitting a bird. That's just
Oh man, that's fucking wild.
so you have that. And then I mean, look, Dodgers, we knew they were going to be good, but not this good, I think. So I just think time for the Padres to wake up because this is a team that spent a lot of money on the team they have right now,
Yeah.
especially on some key guys. But the fact that this team has lost two in a row, they've lost two of their last eight. They've lost to teams like the Royals. They got swept by the Dodgers, lost their series against the Twins. They haven't won a series since the beginning of May against the Tampa or the Cincinnati Reds. So that
Wow.
tells you this team is just spiraling down, man. Before it's too late. I know it's very early, and knowing the Padres, they're going to probably make some big acquisition at the trade deadline. They got to pick it up before it's too late.
Absolutely. Like that, the Padres are probably the most disappointing team in all of baseball. And I don't know what else to say. Like they're not good.
They're not
Like
good.
they have the pieces to be good, but they're not putting it together. So that is very disappointing. My disappointment, just so I'm not the same as you, because I was going to choose the Padres also. Um, I guess I'll go with the Oakland Athletics and like just how bad they are. Like no one expected them to be this bad.
Yeah.
They're 10 and 35. You know how he said Tampa's run differential was plus 122?
Hmm.
Their run differential is minus 161. What?
That's no bueno.
That that's oh my god. There is no Spanish word for this bad. Like it's awful. I don't even know if they could muster up anything. They might get the worst record in all of baseball history, or at least the percentage.
Yeah.
So, like, this is awful. I don't know if they're doing this just so they can prove like there's no fans and like they
Yeah.
can move, or
It,
is that it's utterly awful and there's There should be no excuse for this.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But I don't even know what to say about it. It's that bad.
I think you said your piece,
I
Carl.
think I did. So
I think you said
I guess so. Let's go. I'm gonna start off with my most shocking, and I'll stick in the American League,
I feel like I know where you're going with this one.
and I'll go Minnesota Twins.
I was not expecting you to go with that.
Where Texas?
Yeah.
No, well, I already had a little spear about that, but
Mhm.
I'll go Minnesota Twins. They're 24 and 20, not busting out the league in the Central, but they're holding their own. They won 2 out of 3 against the Cubs. Uh, they beat the Dodgers, or yeah, they no, my bad. They lost against the Dodgers today, but they did beat them yesterday 5-1. But they're currently the only team with a positive run differential in the Central. No one even close. Cleveland's the closest at negative 33, while Minnesota has a plus 42. So things are looking good for Minnesota right now. I didn't expect them to be leading the division. I expect them to be like a wild card team at best, but leading the division is very shocking to me. So, how about you? What's your shocking
I'm
moment?
gonna go in depth here. I'm
Oh,
gonna go with the big three of the Texas Rangers right now.
okay.
Marcus Simeon,
Uh-huh.
Dolius Garcia,
Ooh,
and Jonathan Heim.
Jonah Heim.
Whatever. Is it Jonah?
Is
It
it,
is Jonah. It is Jonah Heim.
come on, we play the show. Come
Let
on.
me tell you their stats. Three of these guys, their stats combined.
Okay.
Combined stats. And I was looking at this today. I saw a tweet about it and I was kind of shocked. Those three guys, as of today, how many games? I just want to make sure there's too many to count. Three of them combined, 120 RBIs,
Whoa.
24 home runs,
Wow.
130 hits. You know, we talk about them being 26 and 17. The funniest thing, their highest paid player isn't even a part of that big three in Corey Seager. And who knows what his stats would be like if he played every game, this year. So,
That's
you wonder why Texas is this good. You can look at the pitching. I mean, Nathan Eovaldi, John Gray, DeGrom, who's hurt. I mean, still a crucial piece to that rotation. Look at the hitting. I mean, this is unreal, those three guys. All three would be all stars today.
oh yeah.
When you're only in middle of May, I don't think there's any team that has three guys right now combining for 120 RBIs. I would be shocked just because if you look at the leaders, the Rangers have two of the top five RBI leaders. Actually, three of the top seven. Heim, Simeon, and Garcia are three of the top seven RBI AL leaders.
Wow.
The only other team that comes close is probably the Baltimore Orioles with Cedric Mullins and Ryan Mountcastle.
This is wild.
So I think that's a shock.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never expected that. And to be honest with you, if you want to get more technical, the Rangers have five guys in the top 25. You have Nathaniel Lau, my Apollo, with 27, which is more than guys like Judge and Vladimir Guerrero. And then you have young star Josh Jung at 25 RBIs. So that's five guys in the top 25. That's a shock. I would never expected that. Like I said, Corey Seager's only played like 10 games this year. So I'm very shocked, but excited that the Texas Rangers got themselves a juggernaut right now in the offense.
That's wild. It's absolutely crazy. So let's move on to the NBA.
Oh boy.
Did you want to start off with the playoffs or did you want to
No,
start off with
let's
the draft?
do the draft
The
lottery.
draft lottery. Well, we all know,
It sucked. The
all
Vukovic
know,
trade is finally complete.
yes, the Chicago Bulls ended up with the 11th overall pick, and
It
we have
goes,
forfeited it to the Orlando Magic because of the Nikola Vucevic trade from a
yep,
couple seasons ago. I'm gonna go over the whole list and I'll go 14-1. So the Pelicans at 14, the Raptors, the Thunder, the Magic because of the Chicago, Dallas Mavericks, Utah Jazz, Washington Wizards at 8, Pacers, the Magic again at 6, the Pistons, who had the worst record, fell to 5.
yeah,
It's the worst pick they could have got. It's the
yep.
worst pick they could have got. The Houston Rockets, who were second, and they ended up fourth. I think the only worst they could have done is 6. The Portland Trailblazers, they skyrocketed up. Same thing with the Charlotte Hornets at 2. And what do you know? The San Antonio Spurs win the draft lottery. They win the rights to select Victor Wembanyama first overall. Some are saying the best prospect in the draft since LeBron.
Ever, ever are saying.
I've only heard LeBron James.
I've heard Wojciechowski say yesterday he's the best prospect ever.
Wow, that's crazy. A Frenchman, really? But look at the Spurs. Look at Greg Popovich getting a third giant mofo.
Yeah, the
It
third,
got him.
three of the best
Mm-hmm.
catching or not catching center prospects or
Uh-huh. Because
rookies.
David Robinson,
Tim Duncan
Tim Duncan, and now Victor Wembanyama.
and Tim Duncan's on that staff, I believe.
He is on that staff. I agree. I think so as well.
Well, they
But
got their man. I mean,
crazy.
I don't know how much else the team looks, but he's a Spur. I mean, he's a Spur. Charles Barkley thinks that's a great fit for him.
There was a photo of Victor as a young child with the Spurs jersey on of
Well, you do know there's a rich history for Frenchmen and San Antonio. Tony
Tony
Parker,
Parker.
Boris Diaw,
I was gonna say Boris Diaw.
French or Frenchmen. So now, that's a strong culture in
Mm-hmm.
that organization. So got
Yeah.
really good fit. I think the best fit for him, if you want to win right now, probably would have been
The
the Rockets.
Blazers.
I would say the Rockets
Oh, I was gonna say the
because I
Blazers.
expect the Rockets to get some free agents this year.
There's rumors James Harden might go back.
I don't think James Harden, but maybe Jaylen Brown play for
Ooh,
his former coach.
what do you think that go? What do you think that trade looks like?
I'm not sure, but former coach is now the new coach of the Rockets.
Yes.
They're gonna have to make a decision. The Celtics, who is gonna be their man, Tatum or Brown?
Sucks they can't keep both.
Obviously, it's Tatum. So
Yeah.
Brown's gonna want to go to a team where he can be the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the Houston Rockets. But
That could be true.
it's crazy that the Trailblazers are already trying to trade their pick.
Oh, really?
They do not want it. They want to get a superstar for it.
I mean, yeah.
Honestly, I just think, look, for the Trailblazers, I hate to say this, but they are not going to win a championship with Damian Lillard. And I think with Damian Lillard, you should trade him and get more picks.
Yeah.
I just don't get why they keep trying to win around him. Look, Damian Lillard, all-star, one of the best point guards in the league, but there's just no way the Trailblazers can build a team around him to win. He needs to go somewhere else. It sucks to say, but trading the number 3 pick is not going to get you much in terms of a guy. Like, I couldn't even think of anyone that's going to make like the Trailblazers, oh, this team that's going to be so
Yeah.
competitive. Like, I don't know. I just don't
I
think
agree.
Damian Lillard. I love Damian Lillard. He's a great player, nice guy, but I just don't think he's in the right system, the right team to win right now.
I agree. I agree with you saying they're not building. They don't have the right building pieces around him,
Hmm.
and like to work off of what he does best. But you also have to remember Lillard's like what 31, 32
Yeah,
now.
he's older.
He's older, so you don't want to put your all your eggs in one basket with a 32-year-old, in my opinion, or in
Yeah.
our. So I would agree with trading Dame. He's still got some years on him, but if it if they think that's what's best and trading it for a superstar, then do it if you believe in it.
Did you see the video of Mark Eversley watching the lottery?
No, I didn't.
So there was a video when the Bulls, picked the Magic came up,
Uh huh.
and he was like very furious about it. And it confused me. Like, why are you furious? You're the one that did this choice.
Yeah.
Like, the Bulls got fleeced because the trade is over. It's
Mhm.
Wendell Carter, Franz Wagner. That's who they got with last year's pick, or 2 years ago, whatever pick that was. And then this year's pick, which was 11, I believe,
11. Yes.
for Vukovic, who might not even be on the team after
Yeah.
this year.
Might not even be on the team next year.
Bulls got fleeced.
Yeah, unfortunately. But apparently, there's rumors that they're trying to trade into the draft right now,
I also did hear they want to run it back with this team.
and wait for Alonzo.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That would be another. That would be not this year, but next year.
Next year, I I don't know how long you can wait. I'm gonna tell you
I,
this though. One team who's going to make a big trade before the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
they have to.
But the thing is, they're not going to trade up. They're going to trade their pick. They're going to get a superstar on that team.
Yeah,
They're going to get a, I mean, maybe a big man, but they're going to build some veterans. They've got a young core.
they
Get
have the
some,
youngest core in the league.
get some veterans on that squad now. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, they're going to be trading their picks this year, but not to trade up.
yeah. To trade for a vet who can lead this team. They already have a All NBA first teamer in Shea. They have a potential uh
All-star and Giddy,
All Star in Giddy. They have Chet
Chet
Holmgren, who didn't even play a game this year.
hasn't played a game. Lou Dortz,
Lou Dort, fucking 3-and-D guy.
Jalen Williams,
Two Jalen Williams,
Jalen Williams.
and this team can be dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. Trade these picks and get someone that is like,
Is Sam Presti still there?
he's got to be.
Sam Presti, he's been a magician with getting picks, but he's got to put those picks into use now.
No, I'm going to give you an interesting scenario.
Okay, I love scenarios.
I could see this. I don't think this will, but if
Okay.
this notification popped up on my phone, I would not be shocked.
Okay.
What if the Thunder try and call the Bulls
For Levine,
or DeRozan?
for DeRozan. Okay. Um,
I think Levine, but they've got the picks.
what would the trade look like
I think two first rounders. That's it.
this year's and next?
Yeah.
Hmm. Uh it would be 12.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to happen, but the Thunder got the money.
It wouldn't be bad because one, you wouldn't need him to shoot the threes because they have a bunch of shooters.
Yeah.
He would be a very good leader in that locker room for him.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
So I'm saying like he's young, but he's still like a firm, like he's still a great player, but he's young. He's not old.
No.
Big contract that the Bulls would be willing to get rid of if they're really trying to like rebuild.
Mhm.
I'm just saying like I would not be shocked if I saw that on my phone.
That I actually like that. I actually really like that.
Now, I have another one.
Oh, okay.
What if
What if?
I just think the Thunder really have a lot of options here.
Yeah.
A lot of good options, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the Jazz are thinking.
Uh-oh.
Laurie Markkinen, another young guy who really, and
He's been around the block a couple
what
times.
I'm saying,
He could be a leader there.
definitely cheaper than Levine.
Cheaper than Levine, cheaper than DeRozan. Um, I don't even think they'd have to trade for him. I think he a free agent?
I don't think so. Is he?
I don't
No,
I don't think
no. I don't think so.
no.
Well, it's whatever contract he had with the Cavs.
Yeah, which was
He's in the military right now, so
he was military.
he's got
Good luck
bigger
with it.
things on his mind.
But I wouldn't mind that either.
All right, I'll give you one more.
Oh jeez.
This one is a stretch. Jaylen Brown.
I was thinking Jalen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, why not?
But they don't really need like
Yeah, you're right.
they don't
All right, I'll give you another one.
they need a power forward or a center.
I got you.
Okay.
Kristaps Porzingis really could stretch the floor with them.
He could. He could.
You have him and Chet both at 7'3".
I don't think how Porzingis doesn't have that defense that they want.
The Thunder don't play defense. We know that.
No, but here's the thing. They're gonna be so good on the perimeter. They're not gonna they need like a Rudy Gobert type
Yeah.
down low. I'm not saying go get Rudy Gobert, but I'm talking like a Mitchell Robinson or
Okay,
uh
I got one. I got one.
or Daniel Gafford.
No. Clint Capella.
I like that.
The
I
Hawks got a rookie in there who's been playing a lot of minutes this year. His name's like Anok Okubo.
yeah, oh yeah, I like him.
So they might be trying to move on.
I like that too. I also heard rumors that the Raptors wanted to trade Pascal Siakam.
Wow, that'd be huge.
How about Pascal to OKC?
That'd
Have
be
him play the four, Chet play the five. Siakam can play both sides of the floor very well.
yeah.
I'd like that. Like little four first rounders.
I'll give you one more, and then we'll change the subject.
Okay.
Brooke Lopez.
He is a free agent. He is a free agent.
In second place defensive player of the year,
I think he deserved the defensive player of the year.
averaged the most blocks in the league.
Yeah. And I think he's 34, but he doesn't seem like it.
Hmm.
Give him a little 2-year deal. Um, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
I'm glad
But
you don't mind it.
huh?
I'm glad you don't mind it.
I just don't see Brooke Lopez as like the main guy that they get. I think they need to get someone bigger than Brooke
Yeah.
Lopez. No offense to Brooke Lopez, great player. Very developed or redeveloped his game to fit in the modern day. But you know, uh,
Well, let's talk about
let,
teams who are actually playing right now.
let's talk about the Eastern Conference Finals, game one that just happened. The Miami Heat, the 8 seed Miami Heat, beat the Boston Celtics 123 to 116. Jimmy Butler had 35 points and 7 assists, 6 steals, while Jason Tatum put in uh 30 points. Jalen Brown had 9 rebounds, and Marcus Smart has 11 assists. Big takeaway from here: Miami stole home court advantage. Home court, they stole it. What do you think about this game?
I just don't know why people keep doubting the Heat. I
Yeah, that's
mean,
true.
when you got Jimmy G buckets in the playoffs, you should be favored to win every game. I mean, the Heat, they've just got that gut. They've got that grit.
They got the grit.
I think they're going to win the series. I really do. I think that they proved it. You can beat the Bucks, you make them fire their coach, and then you beat the Knicks. And now here you are going to Boston, who barely survived against the 76ers. You know, it's very hard for me to bet against the Miami Heat the way they're playing. Jimmy Butler is playing the best basketball of his career. And you gotta remember this team is without Tyler Hero. And
Yeah,
he's gonna be coming back any week now too. So I think the team gets more dangerous. Bam Abadiah is playing like a really good center. Yeah, we just gotta quit sleeping on the Heat. Like I just don't get why we keep doing it. Also, Jason Tatum is very on and off. Look, we can talk about his performance in Game 7. Historic, one of the best you'll see. But tonight, I mean, was just a whole thing. In the fourth quarter, no field goals and 3 turnovers. I mean, that's when you need your guy to shine the brightest. And he didn't. So, he did have 30 points. It's good for him. I'm not trying to like hate on him or anything, but this is a Celtics team that revolves around him and Brown. But when you have Butler going for 35, you have Max Strus going for 15, Vincent 15, Caleb Martin 15, Kyle Lowry 15, Abadiah 20, they're going to win those games. And you want to ask who's more built for these types of playoff games? It's the Heat. Eric Spoelstra is one of the best coaches in the NBA. And when it comes to the playoffs, you could say he's the best coach in the playoffs right now, for sure.
yeah. It's wild. Like, uh, you can't doubt the Heat. Like, this is the second 8 seed to make the conference finals since the merger. I think they said
Yeah.
so. This might be a team of destiny. Like that word is thrown around more in baseball or football because lower seeds always make it through there. You don't see lower seeds make it in basketball.
hmm
It's more, I don't really want to say it, but it's more cut and dry.
I mean, you got to remember this Heat team blown out by the Hawks in the play-in,
Mm-hmm.
and then if the Bulls don't choke that game,
Yeah,
the Heat would have never even been in the playoffs.
exactly. So this might be destiny with the Miami Heat winning and possibly going on to win the series. But we'll have to
Who do you
wait and
think?
see.
Who do you think's going to win the series?
It depends if Jason Tatum can be on 4 out of the next 6 games,
Yeah,
or if he's off 4 of the next 6 games,
yeah,
or 3 of the next 6 games. So it's so tough because I think Boston's winning the next game. There's no way they let Miami go home 2-0.
yeah.
So I'm going to stick with the Celtics because they're my finals pick. So I'm going to stick with the Celtics. I'm going to take Celtics in 7 right now.
Wow.
You?
I got the Heat in 6. I mean, I'm not going to doubt them anymore. It's too hard not. It's too hard to doubt them. They just keep playing their brand of basketball. They keep winning on the road, which is more important. They've won a lot of big games on the road in these playoffs. So I'm not doubting them. I got them in 6. I do think they'll lose, but I think they win both at home and then win one more in Boston. But this team's hot, and Jimmy Butler's playing just electric basketball.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about the other game one that happened yesterday. The Denver Nuggets beat the Los Angeles Lakers, where the Nuggets at one point were up 21 in the third quarter. Lakers came back. I don't think they ever took the lead,
No,
but
they're down by 3. It was
they
close.
were down by 3, the closest, and then uh the Nuggets just ran away with it at the end. Jokic had a triple double. I think like 30. I don't have the numbers on me, but 30 and he had like 16 rebounds at halftime where the Lakers only had 13, and then he had like 11 assists. So Jokic has had 6 triple doubles in the playoffs so far, which is crazy to even say that.
Yeah,
And you texted me yesterday during the game, and you said Nuggets are winning it all.
I do think that. Yeah,
You still think that?
absolutely. I don't watch Jokic that much. I don't really care about the Nuggets. But this was the first time I think I watched a full Nuggets basketball game. And this guy is this guy is crazy.
Yeah.
Like he had the whole Laker defense lost out there.
Mm-hmm.
And him, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, that's a strong four.
Yeah.
And I got the Nuggets in four. I think it's a sweep.
Oh wow.
Denver, like they could easily lose tomorrow night, but at
Mhm.
the same time, they could easily win that game tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Home court advantage. They've never lost at home in the playoffs this year. They're 6-0.
Wow.
Jokic is showing why maybe he should have been the MVP this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just a magical performance. You had Jamal Murray, Bruce Brown off the bench, another guy, Jeff
Had
Green,
16.
Jeff Green, Georgetown alum. So I think that look, the Nuggets best offense in the playoffs. They showed it. I mean, what they score 130 points or something like that?
132. I'm looking at it now.
Come on, like it was. I mean, Jokic he had a double double in the first quarter. Like,
He had 3 more rebounds than the Lakers had in total.
I mean, it was just such a great performance. And look, is he going to do this every game? No. But I will tell
Probably.
you this. Will Anthony Davis and LeBron combine for like 68 points every game? No.
No.
So it took that good of a performance from those two guys to still lose that game.
Mm-hmm.
And look, Anthony Davis is going to score against Jokic. Jokic is no defensive center.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, Anthony Davis can't keep up with Jokic.
Oh yeah, he can't.
He can't. And it was exploited last night. And Jokic, I think, is going to continue having a match. I think he has a triple double every game. I really think he does, unless like they like triple team him or like tackle him.
They have to do something.
But yeah, I mean, the way he was just getting to the rim yesterday, offensive rebounds, tipping the ball in, I feel very confident in Nuggets in four.
Wow. I wouldn't say Nuggets in four. I will still stick with the Nuggets, but I think it'll be like 5 or 6. I think somewhere in there, LeBron's gonna put a little magic dust. But I completely agree that they have no answer for Jokic. It's unbelievable. And like you said, Bruce Brown coming off the bench, 24 minutes, 16 points. We can't forget about KCP, Contavious Caldwell
Yeah.
Pope. He had 21. And then Jamal Murray had 31. Jokic, let me get the stat line right now, 34, 21 rebounds,
God,
14 assists.
come on.
That's ludicrous. Ludicrous.
I
It's
think what
wild.
also helps the Nuggets is they're so deep.
Uh-huh.
They're a big ass team.
Yeah.
Michael Porter's 6'10 and he's their small forward.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He dropped 15 last night.
Aaron Gordon's like 6'8, but he's a big dude.
Yeah. And he
This is
dropped
what
12.
if you look at the teams the Lakers have played, the Grizzlies and the Warriors, they were all smaller teams.
Yeah.
Nuggets are a big team.
But we can't forget about this. LeBron, he didn't have a great game yesterday. He didn't have he I will tell you his stat line right now. It was 26, 12, and 9, but he went 0 for 4 from the three. Uh that's really it. He missed, I think, like 3 free throws throughout the whole game, 2 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't LeBron's game. He was facilitating. He did score when he needed to, but he just didn't have the extra oomph that you were looking for.
Yeah.
When you're getting 23 from Austin Reeves, no offense, you're not winning any game. You need 23 from Austin Reeves. It's not going to win you games.
Yeah.
And but Rui Hachimura, when he did guard Jokic, Jokic was kind of lost.
Hmm.
So we got to remember that. That's probably he might Hachimura might start next game just because he's going to guard Jokic. But we'll have to wait and see. Game 2 is tomorrow, Thursday, in Denver. Denver is 5.5 points favorites.
Yeah.
So we will have to see. And you said they're winning in 4, so you're having them win tomorrow. I think they will also win. I think they will win tomorrow. And then I think either game 3 or game 4, the Lakers are going to win. But that's my opinion. That's your opinion. So you have Miami and Denver in the finals, and I have Boston and Denver in the finals.
That is right.
That is right. So we'll have to wait and see. That was another episode.
No, we're not done yet.
Why not?
Jeez, you really just forgot what we're going to talk about?
What's that?
You know, an NFL schedule came out last week, right?
Oh man, that's right.
So
I
Sherman's handy dandy.
totally forgot about that.
Let's not look
Joke.
at all these tabs.
Look at all the tabs.
Actually, let's just open a
A
new
new
window.
Chicago Bears schedule.
Schedule release, the official schedule for all teams came out. This
Very exciting.
loads. So we got some preseason games. We got Titans and Colts. That will likely be a crossover practice, as both teams are obviously very close to one another. Got the
Yes.
Buffalo Bills. So Bears will see Will Levis and Anthony Richardson in the preseason.
And Josh Allen.
Well, I don't think so. But nevertheless, the Bears, if you want, we could fly with United.
Absolutely.
But game
Week
one,
one.
week one, the Jordan Love Packers come to Chicago. Prime time, probably 3:25. That's the one where you got, I think, Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson at
Yeah.
the helm calling it. And we're gonna predict the games, by the way. I hope you know, Carl.
Yeah, I know.
So I got them winning. I
I
think
still have them winning.
I'll be at this game. It's gonna be sold out.
Oh, you are?
I've told you this, Carl, already. It's gonna be sold out. Bears fans are ready. They're pumped for this team. And you have the Green Bay Packers without Aaron Rodgers. I
First.
think it's a beat down.
Yeah, I agree. Let's not give scores. Let's just say win or lose.
All right. Week 2, Tampa Bay. I give another one. Look, Tampa Bay, they still have got a lot of pieces, but I don't see Baker Mayfield beating us. Now, I think it'll be a lot closer than expected,
Yeah.
but I think the Bears edge it out here in Tampa Bay.
That is a win for us. Yes.
2-0.
2-0 for both of us.
Week 3 at Kansas City. Game was supposed to be in Germany, but the Chiefs didn't want to play it in Germany.
Oh, really?
So now it's in Kansas City.
Oh, wow.
I think this will be close, but I don't think we're going to win. But I do think this is a game where people start to notice that the Bears are a lot better than expected.
Yeah. Especially when Chase Young gets 3 sacks on Patrick Mahomes.
Chase Young is not a Bear yet.
Oh, he will be. But I also have a loss.
All right, we're
So,
at 2-1.
2-1.
Week 4. This is tough because
Yeah.
Denver can easily be one of the best teams in the NFL if everything goes right.
Yeah.
But we don't know that because of what happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give us a win at home. Dangerous, no dangerous.
Dangerous.
Sean Payton's the coach now. I get it. But, I can't really trust them yet until they show me it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
I'm I'm gonna have Denver win this game.
Oh,
I gotta be realistic. I gotta be realistic.
all right. Carl 2-2. I'm 3-1. Week 5 at Washington.
I have a win.
I have a win too. We're not losing to Sam Howell.
Oh,
If we do, I'll throw up. Um,
and again, this is Thursday night, just like the last game.
yep, on Prime. We're not losing to Sam Howell. I'm sorry.
No,
This team's going to win. So I have them 4-1. Carl's at 3-2. Week 6, home against the
only
Vikings.
against the Vikings. I have a win.
I have a win too. I don't think Dalvin Cook's going to be on the team by this game.
Oh, really?
I don't think he'll be there. I think that this is a high scoring matchup, but Kirk Cousins is going to Kirk Cousin. So I have them at 5-1. You have them at 4-2. Week 7, home against the Raiders. I got another win. Like, what have the Raiders done to improve their team this year?
That's true.
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Uh,
I was more afraid of Derek Carr than Jimmy Garoppolo.
I got this is battle of my two favorite teams, but I'm gonna have to go with the Chicago Bears.
And if you remember, Justin Fields, one of his first wins came against the Raiders.
True.
So I have them at 6-1. You're 5-2. Week
Oh,
8 at Chargers. This is going to be a loss. Go. I know Chargers don't have a good fan base, but like that's still a really good team. And
yeah.
I feel like their offense is going to play games with us.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game. Sunday night, our only Sunday night game of the year.
Yeah.
As of right now, you never know. But I have them losing also.
All right. I have them at 6-2. You're 5-3. Week 9 at the Saints. This is another loss for me. I think the Saints can be a very good team this year with Derek Carr.
Yeah, I agree.
And if Alvin Kamara is suspended, he would be back by then for this game. So
Yeah,
I would take the Saints.
I will also take a loss here.
See, I'm 6-3. You're 5-4. Home against the Panthers. I think this is a beatdown.
Think it,
DJ Moore, 200 yards. I think they're gonna kill them.
this is another Prime Video Thursday night football game. You know,
You
they
better get your prime if you're a Bears fan.
absolutely because they have a new rule where you can play two Thursday night games in a year now. So I also have a Chicago Bears win here.
It's a
Uh,
lot bigger too than you think, this game.
oh yeah, because one, if we beat them, that means they have a worse record, and that means we get a better pick in next year's draft. So
I have them at 7-3. You're 6-4.
yes.
At Detroit, this is an L for me. I don't think we can go to Detroit and win. It's tough.
Um,
Good team, and I don't think we can do it.
I I'm gonna have a win here. I'm gonna have a win here.
Wow.
I'm gonna have a win here.
All right,
I think.
all
I
right.
think. Yeah.
We're both 7-4.
7-4.
Monday night in Minnesota. I don't
This is
think
a win.
I don't think we're gonna win this game.
This is a win strictly because Kirk Cousins can't play afternoon.
That is true, but I don't think we'll win this game. So I'm 7-5. You're 8-4.
I'm 8-4. Wow.
13 is a bye.
We win the bye week.
Home against the Lions. I have a win here.
I have a loss.
Wow. Why?
I think it's just too cliche that you win your home game and lose the away game. So I just switched it.
We're both 8-5. In Cleveland, it is TBD, which is very interesting. I don't know why. Maybe around Christmas, but I think this is a loss.
Uh it depends. It depends. But I also have a loss here.
We're both at 8-6.
8-6.
This is probably where it gets the nitty gritty because we'd be in a wild card spot right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
16 against the
We
Cardinals.
win.
I have a win,
Blowout.
Even if Kyler is back, I have a win. So that makes us 9-6.
Blowout.
17,
Win.
another win. I mean, Desmond,
Desmond Ritter, he's 35 with a whole ass family.
I don't think he's that good, and I think we beat them. So that has us at 10-6.
Oh Jesus, no!
And the final game is in Green Bay.
We're winning. Fuck the Packers. I have us winning this game.
I think we'll win this too. I think that the team's going to be riding on a high note, good mojo going, and we both have them at 11-6.
Oh my god. Ah.
11-6. That probably wins the division. I'm not going to lie.
Oh no.
I would be very shocked if 11-6 did not
Oh,
win the division.
oh, this is not good for us. We should not have done that.
I will say the nice thing is all of our hardest games I think are at home besides the no, actually a lot of our hard
The
games on the
Chiefs
road.
game.
And actually our hardest games are on the road. It sucks. But I think that all of our home games you can make a good pace, they'll win.
Yeah.
But on the road,
We have
on
one
the
of the
road,
easiest schedules of
on
the
the
league.
road, there's some games where you just kind of like you don't know. I think the Chiefs, Saints, Chargers, Browns, I think those games on the road are gonna be very tough for them.
We just have to lower our expectations.
Well, that didn't. Well, this doing this segment did not help.
It doesn't help.
This did
But
not help at all.
we gotta lower expectations. We don't know how Justin Fields is gonna look. We don't know how the defense is gonna look. But I'm so fucking excited.
I don't think we just helped our case, Carl. I think we made it worse.
We'll come back to it. Once the Chase Young trade happens, we will go over this again, and we will go over in
Why?
depth.
Okay, hold on. Why do you think it's gonna happen?
It's gonna happen for like a second rounder. I don't care. It's gonna happen. Bring Chase Young home. Him and Justin Fields are boys. Justin Fields is actually like telling the front or asking the front office like bring in Chase Young. They were friends. They were teammates at Ohio State.
Yeah,
It just makes sense. And Chase Young's coming off an injury. He wants to prove himself. His fifth-year option got declined. So this is a perfect time to have a comeback season and prove to why you are a top 5 edge rusher in the league. Yes.
yeah.
So, thank you. I like these little rants I have sometimes. So anything else to say about this? What do you have to say about the Bears?
It's gonna be a fun year. I mean,
Absolutely.
I think that this team really has a good opportunity to have a good start. They've got some early games that can really, if even if they lose, help them in the long run. And then they've got some games, very winnable games at the end. So I think that, their schedule shaped up very nicely for them. I think they are in the middle of the pack in terms of strength of schedule. They're right there. I think they've got a chance to really make some noise. Obviously, all talk is talk, and you got to execute on the field.
Absolutely. We're just hyping each other up for disappointment, though. But is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think we have anything else to cover, Mr.
Yeah.
Liza.
Okay. Oh, don't call me that. You know what's going on. But so that was another episode of the Shy City Boys podcast. Jack Thiel's there. I'm right here, and we'll see you next week.